And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Avi of Chaotic Reunion once again, and I welcome you back to The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. In the last episode, we learned how to be Minish, we met up with Ezlo, and we entered the Minish village. And in this episode, we're going to make our way to the first element, which we learned about also in the last episode, because I kind of forgot what we did. But first, we must talk to Festari. You wish to go to the shrine? Very well, this way. Vile beasts have settled in recently. Be careful, it is quite dangerous. So, unlike Skyward Sword, which was the last Zelda game we did, if you're not aware, we can go ahead and enter the area, and we begin our first dungeon in the game far quicker than before. Welcome to Deepwood Shrine. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine the Minish Elder spoke of. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey now, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. Alright. Well, you heard him. We're moving about in the dungeon. Now, oddly enough, we can't break pots with our sword, so we're going to have to throw them all in here. And all of these, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, they're all hearts. So if you need them for whatever reason, you are more than welcome to have them at this point. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Hang on a second. Oh, okay, I thought that was a button for a sec for whatever reason. But it's not. Instead, we're going to move in here, and we have some slugs! Let's break these tiny little slugs. And yes, I say tiny, because, well, we're tiny. Alright, so, well, we have these switches over here. These switches are simple switches that you just go ahead and press, and they are on. And all you have to do is press them once. It's just teaching you the basic mechanics immediately. Not only that, but we get a treasure chest. Treasure chests are common, as we saw before, but inside here are small keys. Small keys work on any doors, but only inside the dungeon. You get them in. What are we supposed to use that for? Well, there's a door here. Humph. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. Alright, Ezlo, we already did that. Go ahead and press right trigger, and you can go ahead and open the door. Alright. So now the slugs are going to start coming from the sky. I believe when they're on their backs, they're one-hit kills, when normally they're not. So that's just something to take in mind. Anyway, over here, do you see this lever? I think you should be able to pull it. So we can just go ahead and hold the right trigger and move backwards. We'll be able to activate the switch with no problem. So now you see this mushroom over here. There's no way we can get across the water, but if we go ahead and pull this mushroom... You can pull it as far as Link's face. When Link's face turns red, you're pretty much at his peak here. You can go ahead and let go, and you'll be flung across. Let's kill the slug with a jar. These tiny, tiny little jars. It's nice to know that our rupees grow with us. Otherwise, they would be quite detrimental for us to have tiny rupees. Alright, here we're in here, and this guy over here, this dude, you cannot kill this mushroom. I've tried many times, and it's just not a thing you can do. But if we come over here, wow, look at the size of that barrel! Oh, right. Right, how silly of me. It's not big, we're just small. Alright. We go ahead and torch that with this button over here, and the barrel will be slightly looser. Not too much looser. We can't go anywhere up that way just yet. As you know, it's a dungeon, so we'll be going down that way anyway. But we're inside the barrel now, and there's another exit. Coming up here, you saw the barrel kind of shifted for a second when we got out of it. That's a little relevant. Now, one thing I want to note here before we move on is you notice that there's sand on the ground, and these guys emit dust when you hit them, as well as you might see a pattern on the ground here. Keep note of that. It'll be useful for later. All right, but for now, with nothing much more we can do, there's another button we can press here, and what we want to do is slightly moved a little too far. Of course I did. Let's move that over there, and then press this switch, and that will activate that, and the barrel is now completely loose. Why is the barrel loose, though? You may be asking, oh merciful Javi, who is your ruler. Well, if we go inside the barrel, you can feel that it's shifting a little bit. We can now move the barrel and allow it to... change the pathways we can enter. So we go this way now, we have another way we can go. There's a door over here. Now, you'll forgive me if I get a little lost. This dungeon, I remember being rather simple as to what to do as we go along, but I do not have it in any way memorized. Minish Cap is not one of the games I've played too much of, but instead I have. Anyway, you can see that the pattern on the 4 allows you to pull it as far. But if we go all the way, we end up over here, and what do you know? There's a piece of heart over there. Hooray! Oh, there's rupee. But inside of here, we get the dungeon map. Hooray! Lighter rooms are the ones we visited in, and rooms that are darker are ones we have not seen at all. We can't do anything about that piece of heart right now, so instead we're going to go back over here and we're going to use the mushroom as needed. There you go. Following the pattern allows you to land over the water, but not too far. And slug. Yeah, so I was right. It does take only one hit when you hit the slug while they're still on their back. Alright, well, we go over here. What we need now is something to hold down this switch. That's pretty obvious. But we kill this bug over here, and we can now push this jar. Do not pick it up, as you'll have to leave the room and come back. But if you just push it, we can now cross the bridge. Alright, so this little puzzle is a little simple. Once you hold something, you can both push it or pull it with R. So that's incredibly important, as he's mentioning. So what we want to do is we want to trap ourselves inside of here and pull both of these switches so that they're on the button, and we can grab the key inside of the chest. We did it! And we can just push our way out of here and move on. This dungeon's going to be incredibly simple, as I mentioned earlier, because, well, it's the first dungeon, and you get here relatively quick. Only dungeon that's, I think, quicker at all would have to be the one in the original Legend of Zelda. Though I guess A Link to the Past also counts, but we'll get into those when we get touch those games on eventually. Alright, so now that we have the ability to move some more, let's move this barrel this way. And I believe this is where we want to go now. Nope, hey. There we go. Roll out here so we'll be a little quicker. Am I going the right way? Here we go. Here's a locked door. Let's go inside. Alright, so there's more to see, more to do. What's up this way? I apologize for the cut. A slight interruption. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep moving along in this dungeon. I'm gonna bring this jar. Oh my god, you can't bring jars through this? Really? It's that tall? Alright, whatever. I guess I do barely fit in this, though perspective's a little odd there, don't you think? Alright, well, regardless, there's two ways we can go. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Oh my god, look at that. There's another piece of heart there. Oh god, guys with mushrooms. Alright, well, that leads to a door. And in this door is... Oh, okay. We made a quick way back. That's neat. Now, if I'm remembering properly, we can't go in here just yet. Yeah, we need a key to enter that room, which we can't do anything with. And then there's also those webs that prevent us from moving. So we're just gonna go back this way. Oh god, I'm yawning a lot today. That's not good. I got some proper rest yesterday, I promise. This is weird. Though I guess it's just, what I gotta learn as a commentator, and if anyone has any tips, that'd be great. The reason I yawn often is because I don't know how best to, how to utilize getting oxygen and talking a lot at the same time, which is, you know, a bit of a problem. Now there's a puzzler? Okay, well, we can't do anything down here, despite me thinking we can. So, hang on a second. Wait, we can easily get that one right there. That big treasure chest right there. There's no way we wouldn't be able to. Yeah, there we go. I'm being silly. There was a reason you come down here. I knew it. You got the compass. Now we can use it to find hidden items in the dungeon that we could not see already, which is wonderful. Yay! All right. Now there is something we can do in here, otherwise we wouldn't be in here. Though I might have made a mistake in going down this path a little faster than probably you'd want to. So, I guess that's why they would allow you to come back. Clever game design, so you're not stuck. Yeah, there's a way to go here. I just kind of ignored it and thought I should go up first, when indeed that was not the case. Whee! Alright, now we can activate this, which will allow us to pull the mushroom. And wham! Over we go. Let's just break all of these jars. All of them. They don't deserve to live. The jars deserve to die. Alright. Oh, God, slugs. It's raining slugs. It's raining slugs. Hallelujah, it's raining slugs. Oh my god, no. I don't know the song. I feel ashamed of myself now. How do we do this? I think this is a pretty simple puzzle. What we want to do is we want to pull this one space over, and then we want to run around and push the other switch onto the button. And because it's on the button, we can now move on and not be obstructed in any way. Uh-oh. Alright, it's more of these little guys. These, I believe, are These aren't Tektites, are they? No. Okay, look. There is a way to get the enemy monster names in the game, and we will be covering that. Don't you worry. But for right now, I'm a little hazy on what these guys are called. So you'll forgive me on that. Anyway, we got the small key, a little bit of a delayed reaction on my part, of course, but we got the key nonetheless. Now we can actually go down this path and have no problems whatsoever. So that's good. That's a good thing. So let's go and enter that room from over here. God, the sand makes me so tired. It's so small. It's probably dust and not sand, because sand... Maybe it's like individual grains of sand. Oh my god, you can kill them with jars. That's kind of cool. Die. But they make more dust when they die, which is not great. Alright, let's enter it here. Oh. You know, I kind of figured that would lock me in, but I wasn't too sure just yet. But we have a mini-boss fight. Hit this guy on the nose, and then whack him! This game, in its swordplay, is as fast as you can press the button. Though it does only register a handful of times. It's not like the speed of light. There we go, in two whacks. I'm pretty sure, like, normally I've seen people get that in 3. Though, like, if you play enough video games as I did when I was little, you get the ability to, move at the speed of light, basically. Alright, well now we have the Gust jar, which now you'll notice gets rid of our shield. We can't use our shield while this is out, and I don't like to get rid of my sword unless I absolutely have to. So now we have the ability to use this to get out and move about as we need to. Since we can, let's go over in here, because if I'm remembering properly, there's things underneath the dust here. Indeed there is! Bhutan stuff! Aha! There's a thing. Alright, so you'll notice that it activated a blue portal. If we go back to the entrance, which we most certainly will soon, we can now use a portal to get to that area. Normally that's reserved for a halfway point in the dungeon, but here it's, I guess, just used because as you can see, that'll lead us to that piece of heart. Also, you can see here we're getting mysterious shells! This is for a mechanic we'll talk about later. Don't you worry, we will talk about it. Okay. Oh, hey, that leads to the other piece of heart. Oh, look at that! I forgot about that, honestly. I haven't played Minish in, like, let's see, I got it in June? So I haven't played... June of 2014 is the last time I played Minish, and that was on the Wii U. So, yeah, that's a thing. Alright, now where I want to go is, if I'm remembering of the properties, we want to use this to get rid of the dust, the spider web, and then drop down. Because then we will land down here in the water. Oh my god. Ezlo! Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. Well, as you can see, there is a lily pad. And in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, there's a bug over there, and he's taunting me, and I want to kill him. But we'll be using this lily pad to get over there and kill that bug, as well as see what lies ahead in the Deepwood Shrine. And I'll be chaotic reunion, and I'll see you all then.